Okay, wait. Before the other Overwatch players jump down my throat, I have been enjoying perks. I like perks a lot, and I think that they're doing a lot of good things for the game right now. But what I am going to be talking about, what I am going to be worried about, is Blizzard. Yet again, it's always Blizzard. Okay, they are always the problem, the worry, what I think is going to go wrong with the game, and how they're going to screw up perks or not fix perks, because you just got to admit that there's a lot of problems with perks right now. You can't cope and say that there isn't. All right, so here we go. And it's not like these issues are game-breaking. Well, I mean, they kind of are, but they're not yet game-breaking, okay? Because people really haven't figured out, like, anything. Right? No one knows how perks work. Even if they're affecting the game, sometimes people just don't even notice. But eventually, they will. And eventually, perks will become a problem because it is so unbalanced. So unbelievably unbalanced. It's actually crazy. And by unbalanced, I mean a lot of really good heroes that were already, like, really solid and kind of overkitted. A lot of those heroes become way better with perks. And a lot of the heroes that really weren't that great become, you know, nothing. Like, you get a little bit of help from perks. And someone that really doesn't benefit from perks at all is, I would say, someone like Junkrat. Like, Junkrats are just literally, like, quality of life perks. Other than, I think, I'm going to take that back a little bit. The one perk that is really good, that I think is really well balanced, is the speed on his, primary fire. Makes it a lot easier to just one-shot people, essentially, or two-shot, whatever combo them. But then you have something like D.Va, where D.Va gets 100 more armor, which is better than health, and then she also can eat damage so that she gets more health, and then she also can make it so that she kills people easier with giant micro miss. Just, then you get the same thing with a character like Pharah. When Pharah has always been an annoying hero, you give them the ability to just stay in the air almost infinitely, and also just a tiny vacuum suck. Why? I'm not too sure, but then it comes down to heroes like Zarya, who really weren't great, but just suddenly got massive buffs with these perks. Like, why even give Zarya this much? Like, how do you look at something like Zarya getting the ability to pierce people, or the ability to literally make a player like just better by giving them a bubble with speed and whatnot, and cleansing and health? How can you imagine looking at that buff and then saying, yeah, I think we're gonna make Hog go a little bit faster, a tiny bit faster with his vape? What? Like, how can you equate those two things? Reapers are terrible. Reapers aren't even like quality of life changes. They're just bad. Like, now they are literally incentivizing you to Wraith in and use your ult, when for all of eternity, and I believe it or not, I know you guys barely see it, I'm a Reaper player, all of eternity, you have been taught to never fade in, because it's meant to be a disengagement tool. Now you have to fade in order to get the most value. The, you know, long-range shotgun, it's not terrible. It's not the worst, but it's not great, because it also consumes ammo and is on a cooldown. And, yeah, it's just, I know I'm not explaining these well, but it's the point that it's extremely unbalanced, and I don't really think that Blizzard, you know, should have done some of these while having others be in the way that they are, I guess. It's not great. It's not great. It's a great system, though. Perks are cool. Perks are changing up a lot of what the game is right now. So, I can't complain too hard, but this is just the complaint that I have, because if this gets kicked down the line, it won't be good for the game. And I'm going to say again really quickly before I start to wrap this up, I do like perks. These have been awesome. Perks have been great. I worry about what Blizzard is going to do down the line with balancing, because they don't have a very good track record of balancing this game, of keeping people's interest in line with theirs, okay? So, one thing that I will mention is, I think that there's a couple of balance issues that need to be fixed, like, pretty quickly. And those are heroes like Sojourn and Tracer, alright? Those are already two heroes that were really good, regardless of having perks always. They're always in and out of the meta, and by I mean out there, always still a great outside pick no matter what meta you have, okay? They're just the best of their class, whether it be dive or like hit scan, pocket, whatever. The point is, is that those heroes and their perks are broken, are really broken. Sojourn one-shots everybody on the map and also builds rail in 0.5 seconds. And then Tracer literally has just almost tripled her HP. So now every Tracer player that has been playing Tracer is dominating lobbies, absolutely dominating lobbies. And on the flip side of that, heroes that need to be fixed really quickly, Mei literally is just nerfed with one of her perks, like her primary fire literally just gets a giant nerf. And then same with Ball's Slam. They're cool ideas and concept, but they just don't work, right? And I'm almost rathering those than the ones that literally do no difference and no change to anything, like being able to throw Junkrat's trap farther. But yeah, like I'm nitpicking, okay? Because perks have been great, but I just need to mention this now so I can be ahead of the curve when eventually Blizzard comes out and says, yeah, we're losing players because no one enjoys our balance. Okay, so just let me know, guys. And if you're enjoying perks, if you came back to Overwatch because of perks, always my comment section is full of people who actually care about the game. So you can argue with them or you can agree with them, and I will even argue or agree with you in the comments. I pretty much respond to everything, whether or not you call me ugly or whether or not it's about Overwatch. So have a good one, guys. Bye.